So I'm going through who we're likely to go to war with, and it looks like we've got 89% war support against these guys, 96% for these guys. So likely we have some big wars on the front coming up soon. So I don't know. I was gonna, oh wow, 100% with these. I was gonna try to, oh, actually, is this the one that they only have one town left? Yeah. I was going to try and go around and get some XP with our companions, but I don't think that's going to work. We're just going to get sucked into another war. And that kind of makes sense. In the base game, you only have 7 or 8 other kingdoms nearby. This one, there's dozens. So, right, maybe we shouldn't have done that. I think maybe we'll pick up our people again. So this guy's stuck. He's like stuck in a loop of not being able to disband, but oh shoot, that means I'm going to be short a party then if I can't do anything with him. Okay, well, anyways, maybe let's just move around a little bit. We'll stay local so we can pick him back up when he's done, and we'll get our troops back and then go to war again whenever that happens. We'll do another tournament just so we can get a little lead and another win under our belt. This is actually an upgrade for us, so we're going from 18 to 22, and then it gets passed down to a couple people. We are 2 above. That's fine. Yeah, we don't have to do too many more then. I think now what we'll do is look for maybe some like bandit hideouts or something where we can get some easy XP for our companions. That is not enticing. 148 bandits. Right, we finally got that guy to give up his party and disband. So we're gonna recall him into our party. It says it's gonna take 3 days. I don't think it's gonna take that long. Let's go to our other castle because this one we drained fully. There's literally nobody in there. We'll go pull some troops from here. We probably need to wait for this guy to join our party again so we can promote him to lead a party. There we go. He joined. Let's pull all these guys out. This is only 57 troops, but we don't want any troops in there at all because this place sucks. Both of these castles are no good. They're just going to be money pits. So we want to pull as many expenses out of them as possible, which means all the troops come out. Go ahead and promote this guy to lead a party again. Yeah, Stewart, Scouting, these are the only 2. Everybody else have to wait till later. Now we need to recruit back up to full with our main, but we're pretty much good to go. And then in terms of projects here, we'll just leave it on Train Militia, same with the other one. So we're not going to we're not going to put any money into it. We're not going to try to do anything special here. All right, so we're just waiting for the war to pop off, the next one, and then we'll head to that area. This is a decent castle. It seems to be doing okay. Maybe we'll go check on it. Oh, somebody just got eliminated. So there was a big battle. A castle was taken, and Utsunomiya. Yep, so that clan was completely, or that kingdom was lost. Looks like all the clans in it are defeated as well. And we can get some free XP here. I'm just going to auto-resolve this. There we go. Got a little bit of upgrades there. Actually, we didn't do any upgrades, but for some reason, are most of our guys maxed out? Yeah, that's right. So we kept the high tier units in this party. I guess I should have done the opposite. Should have taken the low tier so that we can dictate which upgrade path that they go on, but that's all right. We'll do that next time. We'll keep picking on bandit parties just to keep the XP flowing. There we go. No losses. And we should be getting some upgrades. And we'll take as many as we can here without going to 0. Yeah, so we'll leave a few people in there. Perfect. And then this one, we did finish the dojo. We also finished the meeting hall. So wages are reduced and they're getting some XP. So this is a great place to hold and build an army while kind of passively. I think it probably makes sense to get another dojo upgrade going. But holy moly, that's a long time. It said 135 days. We're down to 40. I think that's probably a bit more acceptable. Well, one thing we can do is try and complete some quests for nobles in the same clan. Let's see what this guy needs. Garrison troops. Yeah, we don't want to give up our troops for him. No, thank you. Those usually are not worth it. They pay you pennies. You get a tiny profit per troop, but then, you know, the amount of time and effort it takes to get troops leveled up to that, just not worth it usually. But we can still do bandit hideouts. That's one way we can isolate our... Oh, we're running out of food. Shoot. I was going to say that's one way we can isolate our companions, but let's make sure we don't starve to death here. We'll send our companions in. Look at that gunpowder. So they're getting shot at. And they can't hit squat, but that's alright. Wow. That looks cool when the bullet hits. Their range is actually really impressive here. These are... No, that's actually their companion right here. Cody? Right, this is a pretty big fight here if we decide to take it. I think we should. We have better units. I don't think we go range though. Let's just get into melee. Tell everybody to attack. We'll get them out of their ranged mode. There we go. That worked out really well. Yeah, that was really good. Oh, and he still got a shot off. Nice. Shot him point blank. So easy levels. Yeah, that was definitely worth it. So the gunner actually did pretty... We had two of them. They did pretty well. But then so did our companions. Yeah, everybody did well there. Alright, so that's done. Let's head into town. Oh, you know what? I forgot. We stored some stuff down here, like a lot of gear, horses and whatnot. Let's go grab it before I forget and before the next war starts. Also, we're doing pretty well on money now that we've gotten rid of most of our garrisons, and our sake brewery is still terrible. I think what I'm going to do, I don't know why I didn't do this sooner, but I'm going to double up on the jeweler. It should make this go down slightly, but then we're going to get a decent amount. I already know this one's doing well, so I think it's probably a good idea, but I don't know. Maybe we're shooting ourselves in the foot. So here we go. Oops. Let's take everything that's available. So we got our horses back. A lot of food. Oh no. We didn't get a whole lot of food, actually. We need to go buy some food. All right, here we go. We got some food. That should last us for a while. But you know what? That's one thing I forgot to check. These tournaments, if we join with all our companions, I'm curious if they show up in there. No, it doesn't look like it. I see some of the noble, though. The nobles are in here. So I'm just going to speed through this. All right, easy win. I think what we'll do is just take easy quests that are going to spawn units for us to attack so we can keep leveling up. I do want to make sure our army is getting maxed out. And this stuff we just auto-resolve. Yeah, single loss. Yeah, it's starting to pay us pretty good money too. That was 3,400. Before it was paying us about $1,000. So the plan here is just to bide our time until war, but we need to keep progressing. Money shouldn't really be too much of an issue. Kind of is though somehow. Minus 3k. That's fine. We have 275 in the bank. It's not that big of a deal. Let's keep doing things that get our clan tier up to 4. That'll allow us to hire another party, and then we'll have even more. But this is going to get kind of grindy, so I'm probably going to edit most of this out until something interesting happens. So hang in there. We'll get to the fun stuff. I'm going to try to start equipping everybody with gunpowder units. All of our companions anyways. So I bought 3 of these things. It's going to cost us a lot of money. So this is going to be a very expensive thing to do. But I think it's worth it. So everybody's going to get a gunpowder unit, a gunpowder weapon, 2 things of ammo, so 60 shots. That's a lot. And then they need to still maintain some kind of melee weapon. So there we go. We've got 3 new guns. We already had one on us. So we gave him a second set of ammo. We got 4 gunners then. And holy crap, that was expensive. That was like 10% of our money right there. So we've got a few more gunpowder weapons to get for our companions, and then we should be good. We might need to pull these guys out too so we can re-equip them, the ones that are leading parties. We'll have to keep that in mind. Here we go. This place has got 3 more. I think I'm going to keep using the bow though for Musashi. We could definitely use a better bow. This one kind of sucks. So if we get a decent one here, it's going to cost us 15k. That's a little disappointing though, because we could just use one of these firearms and it's going to be just as good and half the price. It's all right. That's okay. We'll stick to the plan. All right, who else needs it? All right, so we only have 1 person that does not have a firearm. Well, and plus the ones leading parties. There we go. We're down to 200k. But once we get everybody up, I think they'll do a lot of damage. So one thing I want to do is check and see how well these guys are going to shoot. We'll fight this one in person. I'm going to have the companions go up by themselves. They can get a little XP out of it. Here we go. So we got a nice little flank on him. Unfortunately, our guys in the back are getting shots, but I guess it's fine. Oh, they turned. It's hard to tell who's getting the kills, but it's not really our companions, unfortunately. I was hoping they would get some pretty easy shots. What is this guy doing? I don't know what he's doing, but it's not very effective, whatever it is. Douchebag got a good kill there. Alright, so gunpowder units. Yeah, actually some people did get some good kills, but some of them didn't do anything. I'm not sure why. We'll have to take a look at that. But yeah, it doesn't help. They all started at level 0 this battle. So I would imagine their aim's not very good. And with a few more battles, they'll be up into the 50 to 100 range. There we go, another 3,500. That'll pay for some of our guns. There we go. We are now at war with the Mori. That's the red one again. So we're going to have our fiefs challenged here for sure. We need to get up there ASAP. Or just give them away so that they don't get sieged down. Oh, crap. That's a big army. So we might actually be able to help with some siege defense here. I don't know if this is worth it. All right, I don't know what that army's doing. They're chasing some small parties again. Okay, let's go help defend our lands. Oh, we just lost a big battle somehow. Maybe we should stay here. Yeah, I think maybe we should stay here because this army's pretty big, and I have a feeling they're going to threaten this town. Yeah, this thing's huge. All right, let's see where they go. Gosh, I feel like we can win this if we auto-resolve, but I really don't want to auto-resolve, and I don't have a lot of confidence that we can win this in an actual battle, like an in-person battle. Yeah, you know what? It's similar numbers. We might be able to win that. The problem is it's a lot of militia, which don't really count for much. So that makes me nervous. But we'll try it. Oh no, yeah. Oh man, he changed his mind. All right, let's take the ferry across the way. Now for some reason I can't go to this port, which is literally right next to us. Onomichi, it's not showing up on this list. That's pretty disappointing actually. We can go to Miyaura, but I don't want to take the risk that we can't get to Onomichi and it's just throwing money away, so. Okoyama is 8 grand. That's the one that I know for sure we can get to. Let's just do that one. That's where we went last time. Yep, there goes. One of our castles is being sieged. So there's a pretty big siege going on here too. I would rather just give this castle up in hopes that we would get this one back. And in fact, if we give both of these up, we'll pretty much guarantee ourselves to be able to get this one. Let's double check and see which one it is. Yeah, it's that same 889. There's 0 chance we win that if we go over there. If we break in auto-resolve, maybe, but there's not a whole lot else we can do. So let's just fight this one. And before we go in, let's get rid of our fief. We have to give that up. So which one? We want to give up Kozan and Niika Takayama. Jesus, I can't say that. Ni Takayama. And then Kozan. Here we go. This one we'll give away. Both castles are gone. We only have the one in the south, which should make us eligible for another fief, especially if we're participating. We'll go ahead and join in on this one. And the assault's already underway. 489 are left. So this should be a spicy one. Oh, wow. I didn't know you could actually fight on this. Interesting. It goes way up there. So it's like a multi-stage siege. This isn't like the base game where everything's kind of thrown in the same area. That is really interesting. All right, let's not go too far up because we might get blasted here from these little portholes. They might position archers here. Can we attack from here? Yeah, it looks like we might be able to, but I'll just stay here. Wow, look at that right there. Oh, we can go up there. Yeah, this is really interesting. All right, let's get some shots on these guys that aren't moving. Oh, this gate's open. They're sallying out. All right, let's do what we do best. Make sure we don't get surrounded in the back here. We need to survive this siege so we can actually get some decent XP out of it. Alright, we're going after the red flags. We're gonna have to push our way through. It's kind of hard to tell who's who, kind of. Oh crap, we're getting blasted here by archers. Alright, let's clear as many of these as we can. Here we go. Yeah, look at how many angles they have to get shots off from. This town is really cool looking. I'm getting a bit of lag here, so it's kind of frozen and it'll unfreeze for a couple frames and then go back. So I've had this happen in the base game as well. This is definitely not specific to this mod, but got it the recording pause here so we don't waste too much time. But hopefully we can finish this. If not, I'll have to back out and auto-resolve the rest. But let's see what happens. Oh, I got frame rate back somehow. I've been waiting for like 15 minutes. Like I said, this has happened in the base game. This is not specific to this mod, but yeah, whatever was causing the issue just unstuck. So we're doing pretty good. 116 versus 37 in the kill feed, and we have significantly more numbers than them. So, oh crap, it's starting to do it again. All right, I need to stay away from the fights, I think. So this battle is done. All right, here we go. So I'm just gonna sit in the corner until this is done. All right, I tried to stick this out. It's been half an hour now, and I'm still stuck in this corner. It hasn't really progressed, so I'm gonna have to back out and reload. All right, loaded back up. Unfortunately, we're not at war with the Mori anymore, so I'm gonna wait here until something happens. Hopefully they declare again. All right, there we go, but it's a different faction actually. It's this one, the purple one down here. So let's head down there, and damn, that sucks. I was really hoping to go to war with the red guys because they've got a lot more stuff to attack, but let's see. Oh, here we go. If we can catch this group, that would be really nice. They're faster than us, unfortunately, so they're just going to go hide. We could keep them in here. I don't think they're going to really do a whole lot. They've got, what, 3 fiefs left? This one's really isolated, so as... Oh, here we go. So he just popped out of there. We could siege this down as well. I don't know. Let's try and... Oh, okay. If we can catch this guy, that would be huge. Come on, dude. How is he so fast? All right, here we go. We got reinforcements coming. Yeah, he caught him. So this should be an easy one. Let's get in there and get as many kills as we can. One thing while we're waiting for another war to kick off, since we crashed again, I'm going to buy a jeweler. So we've got one there. We've got another one over here. We'll try and corner the market on that. We got room for one more. Actually, why don't we just buy everything from here? They've got an oil press, cotton weavery. Let's take the cotton weavery. Probably not going to be that good because the prosperity is not very good here, but it's going up pretty quickly. So this one looks like it's recovering. We'll get it at a discount, and then in a couple years when it's producing a lot more, it'll be a decent investment. Here we go. We are... Oh, never mind. We're not at war. There's a new shogunate. So this clan, the Rokaku, they are gone. And there's a new shogunate, which is Oda Nobunaga. So that is accurate. So he installed the Ashikaga Yoshiaki as the new shogun of Japan. Soon realized he's another puppet shogun, like the Yoshihide before him. Yeah, that's interesting. So we'll see what happens with that, but we're not at war with anybody over this. And then also, all of our workshops are making a little bit of cash at least, so they're not completely flopping. It's better than, yeah, we had some that were at 0 for a while, so this is better than that. Another clan just got wiped out. Here we go. So this is the original one I was hoping for, the Mori Terumoto. So they're across the water. There is one down here too. Actually, should we just try and clear them off of this island? I think what we'll probably end up doing is just giving up these as soon as they attack, and we can just head south. So let's do that. There's a castle here with only 120 troops, so we outnumber them pretty significantly. If we attack, I don't know if they'll reinforce. I don't know what kind of army presence they have here, so we'd have to be super careful but I think it's probably worth it. Yeah, let's go ahead and siege this down. I don't even want to build anything. I'm just gonna... Oh, God. We immediately get attacked. No, leave. Jeez, that's not what I wanted you to do. We're probably gonna get caught here. Yeah, I did not mean to go back in and continue that siege, so we're probably gonna get wiped out here, but if that's what happens, then so be it. Alright, let's try and fight. We'll have to fight as best we can here. I don't know what kind of troops they have. Yeah, we'll fight it out. We're outnumbered a lot. If this group of 97 wasn't there, it probably would be a lot closer, but man, they almost double us. And I think we have a lot of low tier as well, but we do have a decent amount of range, so if we can somehow get some, I don't know, limit their mobility, like a bridge or a pass or something. I don't know if we can do that, but so let's take a look at our options here. It is wide open. Oh man, that's terrible. Yeah, this is going to be a very tough battle. Most likely it's going to end in defeat, but all right, we'll try our best. See what we can do. So I think if we can just get all of our cav into one group, get rid of these guys, get rid of these guys. Everybody back there in a group. And then I'd like to have a second group for the range units. We'll have two, and then we'll get back. We're not going to have a whole lot of room to work with. If maybe we can do like a retreat. Yeah, I really don't know. I don't know how many range units they have, but if we can somehow draw them into our melee troops and keep them off of our ranged troops, maybe our ranged troops can do enough damage. We'll try it. Let's see. Oh wow, we have 600 meters before they get to us. Let's get our range cav to follow us, and let's go do some harassment. Maybe there's a group of 20 here. Yeah, this will be a good practice. Oh man, they already downed one of our companions. Just get in there and start smacking them around. Alright, I am having a hard time hitting them. They are getting whittled down though. They had 21, they're down to 11. We only lost one of ours. So we're pretty effective, I would say. Oh, there's some. Got knocked off the horse. Perfect. It's an easy target. There we go. Alright, they're down to 3. Oh, man. Didn't kill him, but took him off his horse. He's a sitting duck now. There we go. So our ranged units did pretty well there. Now we gotta switch our focus. There's 24 cav, which could be a problem for our range units. They have 74. We have almost double what they have. So we just need to get rid of a lot of their range units. Or sorry, their melee troops. That's the biggest issue. So somehow we've got to be able to do that. Let me get rid of these guys. We don't need them to follow anyways. Let's get them back there. I would like to split these guys up a little further out. Man, their cav are really menacing though. That's the problem. I hope their cav are just not that effective. That's what I'm hoping for. Let's get spread out a little bit. Get the melee troops falling back a little bit. Let's fall back. We're gonna maintain with our ranged. And if they keep going after our melee troops, they'll get sucked into this funnel. And we just need to make sure that our ranged troops can hold their own. I'm gonna send the cav to help back up at least one side. This side, we can't do anything about it. They're just gonna have to deal with it on their own. Yeah, we're getting clobbered here. Get some damage in on these guys at least. There we go. And they're reaching our front line. I did not do that. Oh, they actually sent melee troops here after us as well. Oh, we're about to go down as well. Right, let's we just need to get in there and help. We're almost down. We can't afford to go down. That would be the worst possible. Alright, so 2 and 3, let's collapse back in here, hopefully, if there's anybody left. Let's get our companions back here as well. Yeah, it's pretty much, there's no chance. We're not even we're getting less kills than them, and we went down. Why did I go out there? Should have just stayed back. Yeah, we didn't do well at all here. This was a really bad fight. Alright, battle's over. Doesn't look like any of our companions died at least, so we'll get everybody back. Yeah, 38 troops left. We gotta send them in. Good luck, boys. And that's it. We suffered our first major defeat. That's pretty bad. We lost all parties. Oh boy. Time to go to jail. Alright, they're gonna put us in jail at Yuzuki. And I don't think we can give away our fiefs here when we're in jail, right? Are we limited? Yeah, we can't do it while we're in prison. So hopefully, hopefully they don't attack us, or hopefully we get out before the siege is done. All right, well, it's kind of funny. Usually the AI is doing stupid stuff like this, but this time it's me. We're gonna refuse these offers. We're not paying 23 grand to get out. We'll just sit in jail for a few more days. We did take another a town, not a castle, and it's actually going to go to us. Wow. Okayama. We will definitely take that. That's huge. We need to get there so that it doesn't go into a rebellion, though. That's the problem. What is the loyalty here? It's 53. It's actually fine. It's stable. Yeah, never mind. That one's fine. As long as it doesn't get attacked, we should be in good shape then. All right, let's keep waiting out our sentence. Kozan Castle is being besieged, so yeah, we need to get out so we can avoid that. But yeah, that's probably going to fall if we don't get out soon. So it actually looks like our ally came and saved the day. Man, these... I don't think they changed the AI on the campaign map. I think we're just getting luckier, but it feels like the AI is much better. I don't, like I said, I don't think they did anything, but we're getting pretty lucky here with how good our AIs, our buddies are acting. So they cleared that out. We will live to fight another day, or hold the castle for a few more days and make some money. Now we do have some nobles here. It's probably the castle that was being sieged, is my guess. So they're offering 5k. We'll definitely take that. We need the money. Finally we get out. There we go. Let's get out of here. Now we are in enemy territory, so we do have to be careful. So we can pay for the release of our companions. I'm gonna go ahead and decline. Sorry, Artyom. You are not worth 2,600 right now because you'll get out in a couple days on your own anyways, or at the end of the war. It's not that big of a deal. I'm confused why we have a herding penalty. If you look here, we have a single horse. Why do we have a herding penalty? And if we get rid of the horse, it's still there. Crap. We're bugged. I think we're bugged somehow. Another clan just got destroyed, it looks like. So Ichi Joel. They're gone. And then ransom for... Yeah, they're going to pay us. So we'll definitely take anything that money coming our way. Let's get back to our castle. There's not going to be much there for us. But what the heck is this freaking herding penalty, man? Okay, let's see if we can take some people back. So Furuhashi is at Nara. We can definitely get him back. Send a messenger and pull him back in. This person we can pull back in. We just need to send messengers. So in the base game, you could pull them in, but when diplomacy mod's active, you have to pay to have them, to send a messenger to pull them back in. But it's not a big deal. Here we go. We can get most of these people back, actually. And my hope is once these guys join our party, it'll reduce some of that herding penalty, because I have no clue where that's coming from. But if we have more people in our party, it should reduce some of that at least. So let's stay here and heal up and wait for everybody to rejoin. We'll make a little more money again. I still don't understand this herding penalty. We're getting hit so hard. -4. We don't have any inventory. Like where's this herding penalty coming from? Take another 3K. Still haven't gotten anybody joining our party. I don't know what's going on. It was only supposed to be 3 days. Another 4K. Here we go. We finally got our messengers here. Let's see if they'll join us. All right, rejoin the party. All right, yeah, it's really badly bugged. So we got, it went down by like 0.01. So it thinks we still have like 50 or 100 horses for some reason. All right, not a big deal. I'll get a save file to the dev. I'm sure he'll fix it right away. Okay, there we go. Some of the herding penalty went away. Not really. We just have more people in our party to spread it out, but yeah, that's really bizarre. Saikai, we're gonna head there actually to recruit some people. So let's not even bother. And then we have 2 people that are still prisoners. So hopefully they escape soon and then we can get that fixed. So let's go to Port Ushiki. Man, what a bummer. I was hoping we could participate in this war, but that's what happens when you lose a big fight like that. But we do need some frontline, and then we'll try and build up some range units as well. But let's focus on our frontline first. These guys seem to be pretty good. But we can take another one of our companions into our party. Let's just start building up our forces again. We'll recruit whatever it is we can over here. These troops seem to be pretty good. All right, we're back up to a healthy amount of troops. We have more than we can carry in our main party, so we're gonna hire one of our. We actually have both of our companions that were leading parties, so we will do the same. And instead, this time, let's give them the higher tier. Not that it really matters, but all of our troops are kind of low tier at this point, I guess. Nice. One more companion was here, so we were short only one. We will be back to full strength very soon. Let's go... shoot. No, I think we need to head back this way. That's what we should be doing. We'll recruit along the way. Not sure which one this one is. So Kai no Ryogoku of Aso is abdicating. That's not ours though, so it doesn't really matter. We'll pick up a little bit of rice here and some troops, and we'll keep moving. Here we go. So there was a big battle. Oh, Yusukai. So they just took that town down there. I'm gonna do something a little risky here. I'm gonna give up 2 of these castles in hopes that we get this town. We already got 1 town. If we give up our 2 castles, I think we have a pretty good chance. So let's try that. I'm gonna go to the fief tab, and then let's go ahead and give up these 2. So yeah, these 2, Kozan and Nitakayama. Just get mixed up on these names. There we go. There's 1 castle given away. Oh, this is the one, our original one, but it has a lot lower prosperity than the one we're thinking about giving away. We could probably get away with just giving both of them away, actually, and then we'll have a really good chance of getting the next town. Like, 1 town is worth probably 3 or 4 castles, at least at the high end, once you get them up and running well. But yeah, let's just get rid of these. Now we're down to a single fief, but it's a good one, and we stand to gain another one here once that vote starts. There it is. And it's going to us. Love it when a plan comes together. So we're good there. We got our 2nd town. Now, this is back on the island, so we got to go across. If we want to go see how it's doing, set the work order, all that. All right, we got our final companion back in our party, so we'll take him in. There is a siege going on, and this is the one that we just gave away, so good timing on that. Let's see if we can get there in time to save it. I doubt it, but we'll at least give it a shot. 600, we have 270 defenders and 200 here. We probably have enough to win this if we auto-resolve. So let's stay close by. And my hope is that we'll get a lot of levels from that, because we have a lot of low-tier troops. Yeah, we're still getting offers, so we have a lot of people in our prison. We'll just sell them off. There we go. They are assaulting. Let's go ahead and break in. Now, we have mostly low tier, so losing 38 troops is not that big of a deal. Go ahead and do that. We don't even have mounts on us either, so we don't really give up much by doing this. And then sending troops. Oh, wow. We were break even with them for a little while. We're now ahead, not quite 2-1. This is going to be really close, actually. We might lose this. Jeez. Yeah, we're not quite 2-1. It's going to be very close. It's because we have so many peasants. All right, we just got to hope and pray, and we got it. There you go. 89 troops. We're down to 13 in our main party, so we almost lost everything there again. But that's all right. 201 losses, and 142 of which are from the castle. So only 60 losses from our party. That's not bad. Plus the 30 whatever that we had to give up to get in. We'll take prisoners and then just donate them. Yeah, we get a ton of loot here. Yeah, a lot of upgrades there. And we'll stay in here for just a minute. Try and get some of our wounded back healed up. There we go. Now we need to go back to Okayama so we can ransom these prisoners. And then we'll recruit along the way. And I think we just hit clan tier 4. Yep, we did. Okay, so that's a big one. We can get another party. I mean, we still have to get our party situated. But once we get sorted, we'll be able to recruit back up to full and get another full party. We got 10,000 worth of prisoners here, and most of it's going to be from these guys. Yeah, there's 2,500. 90. Wow. So this guy's worth 7 grand. That's good money. We're above 300k. But let's keep recruiting. This war is almost over, so I think I'm just going to focus on grinding back up a full army, and then when something more interesting happens, we'll come back. After we lost our army, that was kind of the end of the fun for a little bit. But that's all right. We're getting there. We're getting back in the swing of it.